What up, what up, what up?
Yo, what's up, people?
It's really good.
Back again. This is another episode of The Really Real Show.
Yep.
And this is Black3lmo.
And this is Locks. You may notice something different. We're not going to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't.
Who knows, right?
Yeah, right? It's
But,
up to you to figure it out if you're smart enough.
We're going to get right into it.
We're going to jump in.
Today's about, so basically deconstructing School Spirit Skit 1, which is off The College Dropout, which is Kanye's first album.
Yeah, Kanye's debut album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that 2005?
I cannot remember.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Yep.
But definitely don't.
If you're old enough, you'll remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, School Spirit.
Yes.
This is a really interesting skit because it just has a little play on what we've been bred to believe in society from a educational standpoint, where
specifically higher education.
Yeah,
so uni or college, depending on what country.
Yeah, exactly. Where so it's more like it goes further than just doing your high school, where you finish high school and then you get to tertiary or higher learning, right? Like and people think or we're made to believe that you're nothing without an undergrad and now it's even worse because it's not just an undergrad, because you get your undergrad. And your undergrad now is like getting your HSC, or basically just getting it past high school, right?
Yeah. So now you gotta have a master's.
Now you gotta have a postgrad.
Degrees. Yeah.
You have to have a postgrad.
You need a postgrad.
At least one.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Like, like people really ask me that question, like, what are you studying? And I tell them, right?
Yeah.
And then like, so what are you gonna do after? It's like,
work, motherfucker. What do you mean?
It's like, what do you just always think?
I need to pay off this goddamn debt. The fuck do you mean? What am I doing after?
Like,
what kind of shit is that?
It's like, I get it, but it's just this programming that
that you can't. It's not sufficient.
So now people just believe that to be worth something or to be somebody, you have to have all these papers,
with your name on it,
right?
Like that's an achievement.
Like it's a feat. Like it's actually a feat. Like where a work that they actually acknowledge it, and like
it's crazy, right?
They're cool. Like I'm just like, I get it, cool,
but
I don't give a fuck. Why are you telling me?
Right.
Why am I clapping your hands for you? You chose to do that.
That's your choice. Like, it shouldn't be an achievement for something that you chose to do. Like,
it's like doctors. It's like hi Frank. No, it's actually doctor. I don't give a fuck. Fam, like, you chose to do that. I didn't ask you to be a fucking doctor.
I was not there when you chose your profession.
Like, you making it seem like it's a favor. Well, fam, it ain't no fucking favor. I don't even go see the doctor. Like, but I barely go see the doctor, bro.
Right, so but when I do, that's your fucking job.
Right? So
you're meant to
I'm paying. It's not. You're not doing me a favor because I'm paying you for that fucking shit anyway. Like, it's like, no, address me as the. I don't give a fuck. You did 4 years. Oh, that's your bad. Right?
Dumbass.
But anyway, I hate doctors that just want to impose their shit on people, because I'm like, fuck you and your shit. I don't walk around and like tell people what I studied.
Yeah. So
why should you, right?
Well, the next step for them is to walk around with their lab coat and their stethoscopes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just it's okay, guys. I'm a doctor. Oh, what are you gonna do in this hostage situation? Are you gonna talk down the gunman, you dickhead?
What's even more ridiculous is like, you'll meet them, like, especially in finance, because they don't know fuck all about numbers,
of course,
right? But they still want to be treated as if, I'm like, yo fam, you're coming to me.
Yeah,
you need that help.
You are the expert in this bitch.
So calm, sit your little ass there.
Right.
Calm the fuck down.
There's no dead bodies here, fam. Okay? Right? You don't have to bring nobody.
This is not your area, bro. This is no triage, bro. Like, this is.
We are not in the ER.
But
sit.
But anyway,
back to the thing.
Back to the skit.
What I liked about it though is it's like this whole satirical look at the whole whole higher learning education. Like, So D. Ray Davis is a comedian.
He's like doing
and
a skit.
yeah, he did the skit, and the line to me, like what I found really funny, was like one of the a few of the lines that he says was like, so now you get that $25,000 job a year, right? Because that's a lot of money to Americans apparently. Like, well, in 2005,
you pay how many thousands of dollars to get that paper? only to land
You're
the
looking
25K.
at a house for that piece of paper, but whatever. And then he goes on to say, and you'll spend all your money on crack cocaine because what you've developed
a habit.
in your 4 years is you've got a drug habit. Yeah, right? And then he'd be like, but it'll be your money, right? No more borrowing from mom from my height. And he, like, the way he's saying it,
like, I take that off that list,
it's like a triumph. It's like, before it was when you're in high school, you're like, ask mom for drug money. Now it's like, earn drug money. So now he's just going, tick, I can now ask mom for drug money, earn drug money, tick, life achievement unlocked. And I'm like, yo,
I've made it.
Yeah, now you can consider yourself an adult. You're successful because now you can afford to support your drug habit.
I mean, and like, I think this is actually in the second skit as well, like, where he's got the kid whose dad passes away.
Shit.
And he's talking about, so I don't know about y'all, but like, but my dad left me all these degrees.
All these degrees, yeah. So all these homeless people got newspapers, but no, I got degrees to keep me warm.
It's just, look, I respect the importance of higher learning.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, for those who want it.
But it's not the only way. It's not the only path. It's just we've just been taught, and the only reason we have been, like, I mean, I might be wrong, but like, I honestly feel the only reason we have been made to think that way is because it's beneficial to the government.
100%.
Because, I mean, here in Australia, right, you get what's known as HECS debt, which is basically a loan from the government. Help
these days,
right?
Yeah, fee help. So they pay for your shit,
and you have to
repay
repay
it back afterwards when you start earning enough money. So
but I mean, so that basically induces a lot of people to want to study.
Yeah.
So they end up getting a lot more money because it's so easy for you. Because, well, you see so many.
Say what you want to say.
I say there's so many fucking thick people, right? Like what? Why even studying, guys? Like, come on, just
some people is fooling themselves. But that's the power of the system, man.
Because the thing is, like, it's so easy to do it. Because you're like, oh, all I have to do is just.
They offer you so many pathways to get there too.
Oh, yeah.
But you ever be in a class and then someone says something and just sitting there and be like, how the fuck did you get here?
Bro.
And then now you're putting tabs on how long they're going to stick around. Because damn well, like, what the fuck? You don't know how your basic alphabet and yet you're doing fucking, advanced physics. Like, not even advanced, just plain fucking physics. Like, what is you doing in this class, bro?
It's a good thing in the sense that, like, it's good to make it accessible in terms of, like, if you want to do it.
But at the same time, they're making it too accessible.
They're doing it so they steer you
into that option.
Oh yeah, because they make a lot of money, especially off international students.
Because now you're paying off with interest.
Oh yeah. But like,
you're getting your free.
But international students are even crazy. Like, domestic is nothing, bro.
Yeah, it's like 1.5 times more.
You're paying like 30K a semester. So you're looking at about like 60K, right?
Well, because in essence, they kind of know that you're going to take your business elsewhere. 9 times out of 10. If you don't secure a visa, you're taking your shit off. Yeah. We're not talking immigration, guys. This is just basics. But basically, what the system is doing is you're a cash cow.
Yeah.
So, it's basically a loan from the government for you to study. And then you got to pay back with interest. But it's over time. So now not only are you paying taxes, but you're repaying your debt to the government. because they were nice enough to spot you in education, right? Now I would know because I'm in that position. Like I have to pay these motherfuckers back like a stack. Like it's not even
like they come looking for you even when you're dead, guys.
They will come
like,
find
okay,
my
so,
descendants. They'll be like, yo, who got this?
Who's got this? Right?
Yeah, who's got snaps on this bill right quick? Because they got me for life.
Yeah.
Unless I hit the lotto right quick, these niggas got me for life.
Yeah.
Right? And when I die and if I don't pay that shit back, they're gonna come to my kids like, yo, who got snaps for this?
He just already fucking don't know it.
Right? He doesn't know what I got him into. All because I wanted to go to uni for 4 fucking years and learn some shit that I haven't got a job in. Ain't that a bitch?
Which is always the funniest thing. Because you know, like I was saying where they tell us all, do this, get this degree.
Yeah, it's
do
awful.
that.
Yeah.
But
they don't tell you
there's no pathway into you then going from uni into, because that is actually the most fucking hardest and most important part, because there's no point in having this degree if you can't implement it in the actual job. That's the biggest problem where a lot of people are learning but they are not in the job that they actually qualify for. And another thing which is really coming up a lot more now is the most important thing is not really the paper that you have, but
who you know.
there's that
who
element,
you know and your experience.
The experience, because the thing is, a lot of these jobs, unless they're like really,
unless you're a fucking
so
doctor or a lawyer,
technical heavy.
Yeah, unless you're an engineer, doctor, or a lawyer.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck. It's either what you've done to get there, excluding the paper, or who you know.
Because a lot of them you can actually learn on the job.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the fucked up thing. But they make you still take that long ass way to come back around.
Because I mean, if the degrees are not really. It's more of a screening process.
Yeah, to see who's with it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it just makes it easier for them to pick candidates, because they're like, alright, cool. So if you've already got this degree, so like your attitude is at this level already. Right.
And then from there they're like, alright, but who actually has experience?
Yeah.
Because now it's like, do we waste our money on someone who has the knowledge but not the work, or someone who has the work but not the knowledge? And but 9 times out of 10 they're picking the person who has the work, not the knowledge.
Always.
Because they're already job ready. Like, and it's fucked up. Like, but you know, in uni they're spewing all this shit. Like, no, you need this. You gotta have it. You know. You need this piece of paper. You have to. Yeah, they have to encourage you. But you know what's funny? They tell you that, maybe this is not enough. When you're about 3 or 4 years into your 4-year course, then they're like, yo,
I'm gonna be real with you.
Might not be enough. Like, yeah, you've come all this way. However, this may not be what it takes.
So you might need a little bit more. And the thing is, like, it just never stops. I'm like, fuck you. Like, so you basically just loop me into this shit that just never ends.
It's just constant fuckery until you die. And it's like, yo.
I mean,
anyway.
In a nutshell, like, really, my perception of this whole thing is, whether you decide to go higher learning or not, I just think, don't be fucking sheep, okay?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot, especially like I find it in my industry, like in finance, where a lot of people do these postgrads are like, oh, I've got a CFA, or I've got a CPA, or I've got MBA, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because it sounds fucking fancy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
people are obsessed with titles.
Then I'm like, oh, cool, you have it. Fine, but where are you right now?
Yeah, you're a secretary.
Because I'm like, look, if I'm getting it right, it has to be I'm getting it, cool, and then a few months later, bam, I'm in that position.
Yeah,
because I'm lining my chips up, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. There's no point in me fucking sacrificing my time, effort, and money
for nothing
to get the CFA. I get it, and then
You've got nothing waiting. Yeah.
What? It's just a conversation starter. It's like, oh, so
guess what I did for last year?
Right? Like,
you know, it's killing time. I thought I'd get my CFA. Oh, you got a job with it? Nah.
I think a lot of people just, you need to really revise and think a lot more about what your end goal is.
Yeah.
And what you need to get to that end goal.
Before you jump into the shit.
Yeah, don't just like fucking go off and just study shit and just be like, oh, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, what happens is like, because people will be under the perception like, oh, if you're in finance or if you're in accounting,
you got money.
You have to have a CPA, you have to have a CFA.
Jokes,
right?
it's not.
But I'm like, that depends. What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't tell me. I just don't find the use in being in a 5-figure salary.
Yeah.
When you got that and you're not really
doing
and from the looks of it, your steps to progress don't really look like you're gonna be in that 6-figure role anytime soon. Because I'm like, I don't know, but
it doesn't matter. Look, the main point of this is like the skit is hilarious. But it does bring up like some glaring like truths about what's actually happening with this education system. Like main point of this is, it's funny, but when you listen to it, it kind of makes you stop and think like, wait, hold up. Like this is what I'm doing, but what's the end game? So what the main message of this is like, nowadays there's many pathways, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't actually have to have a degree for you to get the job that you want.
No.
Get you some experience and you'll be sweet.
And
that's it.
And I think another thing as well is just question everything.
Yeah.
Don't just be like,
don't take everything at face value.
Because it's been going on since yonks, so I'm just gonna do that same way. Don't just question shit, because your life is your own, right?
Yeah.
No one else has lived it, and no one else is gonna live it.
You're right.
Right. So only you can determine how that's gonna fucking go.
What makes you good? Yeah.
You can get tips here and there, but like at the end of the day, you need to make your own fucking decisions.
Right. So School Spirit Skit 1, 2, and 3. Look the whole album up, but
the whole album is really dope. But like, the skits are
them skits is like a whole life lesson for you. It's just definitely. Like a bit of a wake up call if you're really ready for it.
Yeah.
So check that shit out. School Spirit Skits on Kanye West, The Graduate.
College Dropout.
College Dropout. God damn. Yeah, that's the one.
College Dropout.
College Dropout. All right, look that shit up. All right. Moving on now. The main part, or not the main, but
which is
the second part. Album review.
Today we're looking at. It's only appropriate that because
following the release of
Travis Scott just like dropped this shit like
Astroworld like hours ago. Yep. So we had to jump on that.
Like generally we do take a little bit of time when we look at albums, or at least when we
review them,
right?
You want to sit down and take, but I feel like with Travis Scott, there's not that much thinking.
I mean, two reasons. It's Travis Scott, right?
Yeah.
It's not like he's a lyricist.
Yeah.
Secondly, we're just in this environment where like people just like really
everything has to be instant.
Like it's so quick. Like people just divulge things so quickly, and then move on to the next thing. Yeah. So we figured, alright, let's give it a go, see what it goes like.
Why not?
I mean, and to be honest, for me personally, it was a really quick listen.
Yeah. Like,
well, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think?
Like with Travis, like you know, the bulk of the work is in the production, so it's in the beats, right?
Yeah.
And that's never been. It's not a fault at all. Like with certain artists, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Right. Like you know that with let's say with Kendrick, you're gonna get it's more about the lyricism. Same with J. Cole. The production is there to assist, right? So, but with Travis is the exact opposite. So for him, it's mostly the beat.
He relies more on the
Yeah.
beat, yeah.
And his production is fantastic.
Always
like,
on point.
Yeah, it's always on point. Like that shit's fantastic. Like I'll never ever fault dude's production. That's probably one of his strengths is knowing to pick a good beat, and everything else that entails it. So lyrics wise, Travis that's not his thing. And props to him for knowing that. He's not a lyricist, but he just knows exactly who he's tailoring his music to.
Oh yeah.
And I fucks with that. That's why I like his music. Like it's something that's you're listening more to, the beat, everything else that's involved in. I think he takes a lot of thought into what he puts into his production.
Yeah.
So it's not like one of those, let's just scrape together like a beat and then, we worry about the lyrics. No, it's the exact opposite. It's like, no, I'm going to craft this beat and then I'll find the lyrics that are appropriate for this beat.
Yeah, yeah.
And it shows in this album, like, it's not one of those, you're going to be like, oh shit, this is an instant classic.
Yeah.
But it's not bad as well. Like, for his production work...
he's never going to drop a classic, to be honest.
Never, to be honest.
But, yeah.
It's just bangers for him. But, like, to be honest, this album is not one of those... I think, to me, to a certain extent, I was kind of hyping it up because I thought it was going to be, like, all bangers. Purely based on Butterfly Effect and Amen. And I was thinking it was going to be more along those lines.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be chill. So I think, part of that blame is on me. I wasn't open-minded enough to be like, yo, what if he goes a little bit? And I think that's, it happens to everyone. So part of me was expecting like, oh, this like loud ass shit.
Yeah. Crazy
ass beats, some, tight lyrics here and there. Some features at the moment, some people that are like throwing bars, but at the same time he'll counteract it with some crazy production. And you do kind of get some of that. Like he's got, Drake featuring, he's got 21 Savage featuring, he's got The Weeknd on there.
He's got Cuddy, he's got James Blake.
Yeah, so he's got everyone that's kind of, hot at the moment, except K-Dot and J. Cole. But, to me, it's a little bit mellow. I find it mellow. So if you know...
It is.
It's a very mellow kind of album. So it's following almost in the lines of Kanye's work, where it was kind of like really chill. Like it wasn't something that you could be like, yo, I'll turn up to this.
To some extent, it feels as if like Kanye had a hand to it. I just don't know if
it does. Yeah, I don't know if he did officially, but it does kind of feel like he had something to do with it. Eh? Yeah. Like it's almost like he's got this invisible hand guarding it.
This is basing off, those 5 albums that he dropped.
Yeah, so like Radio, Days Before Radio, like all that stuff.
No. I'm talking about like.
Oh yeah, the 7-track albums.
Good music shit, yeah.
It's almost like that, but obviously he's got 17 tracks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like again, it's. I don't know how exactly to place it at the moment, but it's not up there, but it's not shit. I think at best it's average. And I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. So I think
so this is you like giving it like 2.5, 2?
Out of 5, I'm probably gonna give it a 3.
Okay, fair.
3 out of 5. Yeah.
Like my opinion on the album is like like when it dropped, I was expecting a balance of, I guess based off Rodeo. I was expecting a balance of turn up and
some like chilled shit.
And like like psychedelic like weed type of shit.
So basically what Travis Scott does.
Yeah. So that's what I thought like pretty much was gonna be a breakdown of the album, right?
Yeah.
Which I later found out it wasn't, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But so tracks that really stood out for me, honestly, is like 2. Like the first track, Stargazing.
Yeah.
Fuck with it. Only the first bit though. I don't like the beat.
You don't like the beat drop?
Because like,
I fucks with the beat drop. Man.
A lot of people have been like.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Because
like,
it just cuts and then just boom, and you're like, what the fuck?
I get it, but like
it's like an unexpected.
I know, like for me, I feel like when you do a beat change, as much as it's like two different beats, but there has to be like a segue into it. Don't just jump. Just one track back and to the next one. Totally nah.
I think that's the part, like the unexpected bit. Like you don't, you just cut and then boom. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna do that, then like make it fucking hard. But I just I feel like a prime example, we're talking about Tuscan Leather. Yeah, that's fucking dope, right?
But that one's more continuous, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so but I just feel like there's a little bit of science to that beat change.
They took a little bit more care with it.
And and I just think that a lot of people fuck it up. Yeah.
It's not easy to do a beat change.
Like Element. Like I don't like Element. Like hate that Element. Like I love the first part. Yeah. Fucking dope, and I was
so when
man, this is so hard. And he changes. I'm like, why are you doing this? You ruined. You just. I could have done with the first part and you just left it as a whole track in itself.
And just cut it.
Yeah. But that's
the power of the beat change. It's polarizing. You either love it or you don't. Like I'm okay with the beat drop. Like I'm not too against it. You know what I mean?
Stargazing is just good enough for me to be able to put up with the rest of the shit. Yeah. Right. So maybe I might listen to it sometimes. I might skip it. It just depends. True, right. Yeah. But the first bit of it, I fucking love it. But then and then you got what is it? Stop trying to be God. Yeah. I like that. Like I like it for the beat's good, the lyrics are good, the hook because you got Cuddy doing his humming. You got
Cuddy
James
being Cuddy.
Yeah, and then you got James Blake on it as well doing the hook. But what I liked about it is like just stop trying to be God, like where people just elevate themselves to this status and like just like right.
Yeah. Speaking of.
And it's actually playing. Fuck, how crazy is that? Right? Right. So for anybody who can't hear it, so it's like background music, and this is exactly the same.
Stargazing is playing.
It is actually playing right now.
Right on cue.
But, so, is this? I just like that the whole thing is like I just feel that there's a lot of that going around in our society. Yeah. Just in general, like where people just like really think they're fucking gods and like they just like raise up themselves and like
just kind of put it up a little bit.
I'm like, fam, yes, you are you're a pioneer or you've excelled in your particular industry.
People think you're a big deal.
Cool. But a lot of people's shit or egos get overinflated because of social media, where like everybody's like just nut hugging. Everybody fucking nut hugging.
Everyone's dick riding
Jesus
somebody.
Christ, there's so many nut huggers out there. It's crazy, bro.
It's a PSA, guys. Stop dick riding for no fucking reason.
Please.
Okay?
Like, I appreciate someone's shit, yes, but don't fucking worship people. Like, calm the fuck down.
Like, they're only human too.
Jesus Christ.
Because then they get big heads, so let's not. Anyway.
But yeah. So that's why I like start trying to be God. Yeah. And obviously Butterfly Effect, but Butterfly Effect has been out for a minute.
It's been out for ages, and that's a guaranteed.
That is a banger, definitely. Days. I still think, like I told you, Amen, bro.
Amen. I know you're still stuck on that to a certain degree, like, and to be honest with you, the way I see it is, Amen was really good. Yeah. But Butterfly Effect just kind of goes in with the whole mode of the album.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Because from that perspective,
it just exploded a lot more than what Amen did.
It's just crazy because I'm pretty sure right now, even as we're talking now, a lot of people are like, "What the fuck? What's Amen?" So do yourself a fucking favor and listen to Travis Scott. Amen, as in A
and man,
the letter, and then man, M-A-N. Yeah. It is a fucking mad.
So he dropped
Turn up sharp.
Amen, and then Butterfly Effect, and then it was
Hoochie.
The hooch.
Yeah, the hooch. The hooch started. So he had the hooch, I think.
And then
okay, I'm saying it from how
you saw it.
Like when I started to listen to it, right?
Yeah.
So the first for me was the hooch.
Yeah.
Right.
And
the hooch, that's a single, isn't it?
Yeah, but like Amen and the Hooch are singles.
Yeah,
but they're not album singles.
The Hooch is fucking mad.
So they're all tight. They're all like I'm fucking with the Hooch right now too.
Yeah.
But Butterfly Effect, I think is just like because it's just I don't know what it is.
It's a chilled, good vibe type of chat, but for me, just Amen just like makes me wanna.
Yeah. I'm exactly the opposite. I'm hype off of Butterfly Effect. Like the moment I hear murder on the beat, so it's not nice, and then you just fucking take off. Yeah. That's it. Like that's that.
But basically, so you got three. So you got
the Hooch, Amen,
and then Amen came out,
and then Butterfly
Effect.
Yeah.
Right. But Butterfly Effect is only one actually made an album.
Sure.
But yeah, for me, those are the three tracks.
Sure.
Everything else is really average.
Yeah.
And I'm talking average from a turnout
point of view
or hype type.
Because that's what I'm expecting from Travis.
That's what he's about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll give the album a 2.
Alright. Okay.
So
so not too favorable, but not too bad.
Yeah.
We're kind of similar. Like I know what you mean because it's I think it's relying heavily on the production there though. Like it's.
Yeah, it's just really a bunch of alright tracks basically.
True, it's a bunch of
and a few standouts.
V tracks that are just one or two tracks that stand out, and then that's it. Like I feel. Alright, but anyway, look, Astroworld, let us know what you think. Like that's obviously that's what we think it. So, if you've got a different opinion, if you got something else you wanna add, let us know. How you feeling? Astroworld, Travis Scott.
Go back and forth about it. So
check that shit out. Alright. Moving on now. Everyone's favorite segment, My Generation. Yeah. So this is where we got a few tracks, one each of what we're feeling from the 90s, 2000s,
late 80s,
90s. Early 2000s.
So it's like just taking you back at a memory lane
trip
for a
down
little
memory
bit.
Lane, this that.
Yeah. So
what you got?
I actually posted this the other day on Graham. Bubba Sparks ugly.
Oh yeah.
What
happened to Bubba right quick?
Oh no, bro. I just had a random thing where I think it was like 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I was just chilling on the couch, fucking watching TV, and I was like, I don't know what happened or what I was listening to, what I saw, and
you're like, yo,
I was like, no, and then just started going back and like just looking for a lot of tracks. I went back as far as like Montel Jordan, Cisco,
damn,
and I was just looking for shit that just like really reminded me of like high school.
Yeah,
and I was like, yo, Bubba Sparks, because I remember like, and it was crazy because like nobody ever fucking knew who Bubba Sparks was.
Until he dropped Miss New Booty.
And
we yin yang to it.
No, that was after though. Ugly, like it was, and the thing is like, and he had one of the maddest producers ever in hip hop, Timbaland. Like so, you like, how the fuck?
Yo, I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, man. I was like, how you got fucking Timbaland in your shit?
Damn.
So when I heard Ugly, I was like, I hear this shit bops, bro. And like everybody was on it. So cause like you got a dope beat, you got a dope hook, and you got this crazy ass sounding country fucking white boy, and he rapped it, right?
Right.
It was a perfect package.
Yeah.
That's all that was, and it was actually crazy because when I found it on Tidal, I played it, right? I had not heard the song since high school.
Yeah.
I was going like bar for bar, like I was going.
Like you never missed a step.
Yeah, but it was crazy because I was like, but it's a fucking mad track. I'm pretty sure a lot of fuckers don't know it.
100%.
So please do yourself a favor if which is basically our attempt is to bridge the gap.
Sure. Get some more new music into you.
Yeah. New old music.
Yeah.
Try out
broaden your horizons.
So Bobba Sparks, Ugly.
Yeah.
Don't try.
Alright.
So that's my shit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, lately, because I just been hearing a lot. Like I've got it obviously, but like 50 Cent, Hustler's Ambition, of Get Rich or Die Trying.
One of the maddest.
Bro.
Maddest.
Dude. That is still 50. Probably one of the hardest sounding songs I've heard.
Like 50 was always hard, but like there was just something about Hustler's Ambition.
Extra. It was just extra.
Like it was like, I think the best thing about it was the fact that like he was at the status where he'd made it.
Yeah, because he had the movie going, and this was off the soundtrack.
This was after Get Rich or Die Trying
soundtrack.
And he had done the massacre, right?
Yeah.
So he had sold millions already.
He'd been good. Good. And then he drops this, and then
he just sounded so fucking. It was like, yo, like he sounded like he was just straight out the fucking gutter, like he was still trying to make it. He was like, so hungry.
To me, the best thing about that was the hook. Like the entire hook. Like I'm not gonna try to recite it to y'all, but the hook was
what's the hook again? Because I remember like.
Well, it's like, I want to fund the thing that's in my life, so I hustle.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, you get in my way while I'm trying to get mine.
And
I'll buck you. I don't care who you roll with
or where you from.
Nigga, fuck you. That shit.
Like from the start, even the lady that starts it, how does it start? It's like the fire that needs the air.
I won't burn unless you're there. Yep.
Hip hop, and then he's like, hip hop, you need me, right? It's not like that.
Some shit, yeah, something like that. It's like,
America got his thing for the gangster shit. They love it.
It's like, it's kind of like what Scarface says, like, everybody hates the bad guy, but you can't live without it. Like, yeah. It's like everybody, what was it?
And he was that, which is so fucking because like 50 was just so fucking grimy, and I loved it.
Yeah,
he's just
telling you straight truth, though. Like that's what it was, and that song perfectly summarized what was happening.
And think about it.
Yeah.
Who? Like, just I guess this is from a personal standpoint, right?
Yeah.
Who before or after has or is that grimy?
Nobody.
Like
no one.
Like that's like like 50 for me is just in his own.
He's in his own level.
Like I can never compare. The closest person I can compare to 50.
Yeah.
Is Schoolboy. But even he is not.
No.
Like no.
That's like a new sort of. That's like a new school type of shit.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like Q from like like setbacks and habits and
habits and
contradictions. Yeah. And then oxymoron.
Yeah.
Like you could like. School's still grimy, but like I think
these two kind of stay true with their music a little bit.
Yeah.
Like obviously you gotta do something commercial, but at the end of the day, like the main source of your shit is like what made you.
But yeah,
like how you're evolving in your griminess. Pretty much. Yeah. That's how
like,
they operate.
I think 50 probably just did it a lot more, and like obviously what would have helped was G Unit.
Of course, yeah.
Because oh my god, beg for mercy. That
don't even.
Fam, it was actually perfect that they just dropped that and that was it.
Yeah.
That is a fucking perfect album, bro. Like.
But that's another story for another day.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll do that some other time. But
sorry, not to get carried away.
Hustler's Ambition, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Alright, check that shit out. If you don't already know, but I'm assuming you should.
Shit is hard.
But relive it.
Please do.
Yes.
Please.
Now, onto our last, probably favorite segment of mine. Afrobeats. So, what from the motherland are you bumping this week?
No.
I missed one, didn't I?
Sam.
Okay, my bad. That was my fault, guys. Sorry.
We're
on to turn up.
To turn up. So I've got J-Rock, the bloodiest.
Yeah, off his new shit.
Yeah. that album is really good. That's actually the best I've heard of J-Rock personally.
Yeah. Alright.
I just feel that like it was. I think it was, for me, it was a lot more consistent.
Yeah.
On that, and also because.
Take your time when you're done texting.
no, I'm not texting her. Like,
you say so.
No, because I'm looking at a track. There's a line that I really like. Because I just think of everyone in TDE.
Yeah.
People know him the least, probably.
No, I think it's Absol they know the least, to be honest. I think it goes Schoolboy, J-Rock.
It depends. It depends who you're asking.
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, he's been around the longest, and like his bars are hard. It's just he just hasn't had an opportunity to really break.
Yeah.
But this album has just been so fucking mad. Like even Awesome.
Oh yeah, the one with
Out of Mind
with J. Cole. Yeah.
Damn, like from the video.
Right.
The bars, everything's just. Because the first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, J. Cole feature. I was like, I didn't really fuck with it.
But you said that.
Like every time, and then I saw the video drop, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna check the video. Check the video, and I was listening. Obviously, I'm listening to the bars, and I was like,
this shit is died.
Yeah, and it's perfect because like I'm listening to the bars, and like they're
matching it up with the visual.
Yeah. So, not only are the bars dope, but like now it's making a lot more sense because I'm understanding where they're coming from and like what the story is. So, Osam's a really dope track as well, and I just feel like the person I think that is the best production from J-Rock.
Nice.
But my favorite yes, so the bloodiest.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my turn up, right?
Yeah.
My favorite line from it is which is the hook. He's like, "Bitch, where? Tell me you're a real one. Bitch, where?" And I was like, shit, because like I just felt like that's a question you pose to a lot of fucking people because like a lot of people just talk the talk, but like
yapping, but you're not about that action.
Never really about it, right? It's like, bitch, where? I don't see it. Like
are you about that really?
You say it, but you're not really about that life, are you?
Proving
right?
it,
yeah. So that is my best turn shot for the moment.
Alright, tight. Well, for my shit, what I got going on is, and this is off ASAP's album testing now. Buckshot. Like that, to me, that's like a turn up track. It's probably the second or third track off that album.
Okay.
But for me, it bangs hard, dude.
I probably have to go back because I was.
Trust me, when you hear it, it wasn't the best album.
Yeah. Oh.
To say the least.
To put it in a nice way.
Yeah. Mainly because of the week that he decided to drop it, which was the same week as Daytona. And then the fact that it was disappointing, personally. For
in itself, like without even comparing it to anybody's work.
Just off of ASAP's, it was disappointing. But Buckshot to me was like a really hype track, and whenever I hear, I'm just like, yo, shit, this shit pops. Like,
I'm gonna go back on it.
Trust me, the beat is banging, the bars is banging, the hooks bang. The shit just bangs. Like it just gets you in from the start, and you just fucking bang. That's it. Like you just. Straight ready to turn the fuck up and do whatever.
Alright.
You don't have to think too much about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do too much. You're not putting in any work to think about it. You're just there and you know what you're there for. Okay. And it just bumps. But yeah, it's ASAP Rocky Buckshot. So definitely worth a look. Straight up.
Alright.
But yeah. Alrighty.
Which leaves us at our last final.
Yes. Finally. Afrobeats. Music from the motherland. What you got going on?
Still gotta bump that shit. I got
hopefully it's something not hard to pronounce.
For me it is.
Of course.
Olamide.
Is it Olamide or Olamide? I think it's Olamide.
Because isn't it Kofi Olamide?
Yeah.
So I just thought
Olamide. Same deal, right?
Right,
Olamide. Yeah, we'll go with Olamide. We have to ask Hobby himself.
They probably did from the same country, so.
Bro. Yeah.
Anyway.
That's not racist.
Can't be racist, it's from the same color, innit? Right?
It's open to interpretation, bro.
Yeah, come fuck me. Wherever you are. Come fuck me, cuz.
I'll give you his address. It's okay.
So, Olamide, right?
Yeah.
And feature with his kid. It's called Kana.
Yeah.
Or Kana. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like.
Right, we're not here for linguistics.
Right, exactly.
Like
fuck it, right?
We're here for the music.
Exactly, right? I don't need lessons on that shit.
Right.
But, Kana.
Yeah. Like Kana.
Kana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, but really, it's that typical Afrobeat type of shit that we're used to, like, especially from this kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be African to fuck with it type of thing, right? It's a really because Wizkid featuring on it. It's a really good feature. Olamide holds his ground, and they just compliment each other on it. Good beat as well.
Yeah.
So that's my shit for the moment.
Alright, nice. So that was what?
Olamide and Wizkid.
And Wizkid. Kana.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, mine is a little bit more mellow. It's DJ Spook featuring Zahara.
Lengoma. Lengoma.
Yeah, Lengoma.
Bro.
Dude, that shit, it's typical SA house, bro.
Fuck, like that to me personally, I just think that is the best DJ Smooth track I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Man, like
that shit,
it's so smooth, it's like it's so laid back.
It's mellow, the beats are fucking amazing, the vocals are insane.
Like
it just has you hooked from the minute you go.
But you know, you're on a dance floor. You don't have to feel like you have to fight somebody. You don't have to like.
Right, you happy as fuck. Like you just there, like you laid back.
Like
legit.
You got
your drink and you got your beats. That's it.
It's a fucking perfect. Chill. And like Zahara does a fucking.
Zahara has her vocals are insane.
Right.
Like she features on a bunch of tracks, but her vocals are insane, and I fucking love. I love her features, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me this week it's that one. Lengoma. DJ Spook, SBU.
Yeah.
Featuring Zahara. And Lengoma is just wow. Like it's chilled. It's typical like SA house, like just your deep house shit.
Yeah.
And it's just mellow. The beat gets you in from start to finish. The vocals is tight. Like I just feel like relaxed, chill. Just like you can't help but vibe to it.
You just want to kick back,
but in the most chilled way. Like that's it. Like so. Yeah, just look that up because I think I'll be doing it an injustice if I keep trying to explain how.
Yeah, like I mean, like at least you know we'll spell it out.
Yeah,
we've told you what the song is.
Yeah, but look it up. It's DJ Spool featuring Zahara, Lengoma. So look that shit up.
Definitely, you gotta listen to it.
You will thank us for it. Yeah. All right.
But this is a time where two things happen, right?
Yeah.
We wrap up the show, and because we decided to change our mask, right? That's
if you didn't pick up on it.
That has been inhibiting us
an adjustment
from being able to
from our usual libations.
So this is the part where I say peace and I get on my shit.
Right, keep it real, y'all.
Ladies,
stay black.
Like